There's no denying the incredible success the PRX has been for Tissot. Everyone seemed to gravitate to it when it was introduced just 2 years ago. And Tissot really hit a home run with this one. It has all the luxury sports watch essentials, meaning a shaped case, a prominent bezel, an integrated bracelet and a textured dial. The only drawback? The dimensions of the case, which were a tad too large for some people's liking. But that's about to change as we can finally show you the new Tissot PRX Powermatic 80 collection in 35mm. Welcome to Monochrome-Watches, and make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos. Also feel free to leave a comment at the end. The style of the luxury sports watch has been extremely popular over the last few years. With the surge in popularity of watches like the Royal Oak and the Nautilus, it was inevitable other brands would follow. Historical icons were dusted off, entirely new designs were introduced, and even indie watchmakers joined in on the action. What was missing though was a very good entry-level all-rounder, and in comes the Tissot PRX Powermatic 80. Based on the quartz-powered PRX from 1978, Tissot brought back this cool design in a very accessible collection. It was initially relaunched with quartz movements, but a mechanical range followed soon after. Now, 2 years on, the collection has grown significantly and offers a range of colors and styles, and even a very cool chronograph. The 40mm size of the PRX sounded perfect on paper, but has one issue that kept some people at bay. The lug-to-lug size is quite substantial, meaning it wears bigger than the dimensions suggest. The first link of the bracelet doesn't articulate, which increases the length of the watch. A more compact size would solve all that, right? Well, yes, it most definitely would, but there's more to it than the case size alone. Whenever different sizes are introduced, it all comes down to dimensions and proportions. A watch can look great at, let's say, 42, but might be underwhelming at 37. That's not the case with the PRX though, as all dimensions apart from the thickness of the case have been reduced by similar margins. The brand already teased us with the latest version of a smaller mechanical PRX late last year. This had a fluted gold bezel, rows of diamonds as hour markers, and a sunray brushed dial. But this is now expanded into a full collection though. The diameter of the case is now 34.9 from side to side, not including the crown. The length of the watch is also 34.9, measured between the integrated lugs. The height remains unchanged at 11.3 from top to bottom. But, more importantly, the overall length of the watch has been reduced significantly. Including the non-articulating first link of the bracelet, the real lug-to-lug size of the watch measures 44.9mm from end to end. The width of the bracelet is also reduced and tapers from 24.1 at the case to 16 at the folding clasp. I'm sure this will be welcomed by many who initially were afraid the 40mm would wear too big. Now, personally I have no issues with the bigger size on my 18.5cm wrist, but the perfect watch size remains a highly subjective matter, of course. The 35mm PRX has retained its characteristic design inside and out. 4 new models are introduced, all in stainless steel with different colored dials. And the finishing is exactly the same as we know from the 40mm PRX. The top surfaces are brushed, the bezel is polished, and there are small polished details on the case and the bracelet as well. A sapphire crystal covers both the dial and the movement. The movement is set with the T-signed crown, which is tucked into the case band ever so slightly. The crown grips nicely thanks to the knurled edge and gives a reassuring feedback. The bracelet is nicely finished and comfortably flows around the wrist. It's closed with a simple yet effective folded clasp, and the half link on both ends lets you adjust the size of the bracelet to a perfect fit. The dial is also unchanged, apart from the obvious reduction in size. It comes in black, blue, green or white mother of pearl in a stainless steel case. What's interesting to note is that the white mother of pearl dial shows subtle flashes of green and pink under changing lights, which is quite cool. One of the most important elements of the PRX's success has to be the Powermatic 80 movement. Luckily, this also found its way into the new 35mm case size. This heavily upgraded ETA 2824 has become the new Swatch Group standard and can be found in a whole range of cool watches. Thanks to a reduced frequency and a stronger mainspring, it provides a comfortable 80 hours of power reserve. It also has a Niverchron hairspring for improved magnetic resistance. The finishing of the movement is quite basic, but that is somewhat to be expected at a price of €745 for the black, blue or green dial, and €795 for the white mother of pearl. All models should be available at retailers as of now. Now, there's no question the new 35mm PRX will again be a huge hit for Tissot. It looks very good on and off the wrist and retains all the hallmarks that made the PRX such a popular watch to begin with. It grants you access to a distinct style of watches without breaking the bank. Sure, the similarities to other far more expensive sports watches are there, but it's never been an issue for most, us included. The black and blue dials are classic, and the green is perfectly on trend. The white mother-of-pearl dial adds a touch of fun and is for sure the most outspoken one. And although I love my ice blue 40mm PRX, and I've never been one to opt for mother-of-pearl dials, that's actually the one I would buy. But which one do you prefer? Let us know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and for more watch reviews check out the Monochrome YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next one.